What's going on, everybody? We're back in here with another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a mule deer hunt out here on Rancho del Arroyo, as recently in real life I did manage to go on my first hunt and kill my first buck ever in real life. And yeah, it was a wonderful experience. I shot him with my 270 Weatherby, and that's actually the gun we're going to be using in today's hunt is the 270 here in Call of the Wild. Before we get into it, make sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button so you always know when we upload. And we're at this northern lake. It's kind of a weird spot, and not a lot of people go here and hunt on Rancho del Arroyo. And this is usually a pretty good spot for mule deer and whitetail. As you already see out there, we got a little tiny mule deer buck, just a level 3, and we've got another one right there. Both of them pretty average mule deer, probably on the smaller side even, but we're still going to take this guy out if we can. And he's looking like he's going to give us a bad angle, actually. And so is that guy. That is not exactly what we needed here. There could be mule deer, and there is mule deer down here on this end. That's a little bit of a better buck, sort of, not really. Ooh, actually, that guy is a pretty good buck right there. So we're going to take him out. And that should have, yeah, and it did absolutely smoke him. The 270 is not the most powerful gun in the game for 4 to 8, but it's a pretty good gun if you can get at the right range. And that's just in that perfect little, ooh, that was a big deer. That's a big deer. That's a really nice muley right there. We're gonna wait for him to go walking, and then we're gonna pop him here. But as I was saying, with the 270, if you get at the right range, it can do some damage. And that should have hit. I don't know why that didn't hit. That one should have got him there. Alright, so here's the first buck, and he is a 240. That is the biggest level 3 mule deer I've ever shot. He actually looks quite similar to the buck I shot in real life. He's very tall set and not super wide, but just one less point than the one I shot. A pretty good mule deer buck to start off. Alright, here's our big level 4, and he is a 260 monster level 4 mule deer, and that actually smoked him. See, like I said, if you get the 270 in a certain range, it's spectacular. Alright, so we are at a new lake now, way down south, and that's a pretty good level 4 mule deer right there. So we're going to try and take him out. He looks pretty similar to that level 3 that we shot earlier, and that definitely should have got him there. He is quite a ways out there, 300 yards. So, yeah, that should get him. It's just a 270 at distance. And we do have another herd over here. And I think we're going to try and take out that one because he's giving us the best angle. And that should have absolutely drilled him as well. And it did. Okay, good. I was worried there for a second. And then right over here, it's not that buck, but there's a wonky looking level 3. Maybe it's him. No, that's a doe. Maybe it's that one. It is that one. Like, look at that. It looks like somebody sat on its rack. Super wide. And that should have absolutely drilled it. Yep, it did. That one actually dropped faster than the other ones. But that should be 3 pretty good mule deer bucks down. Alright, so I don't know where this guy was hiding, but he just showed up, so we're going to take him out as well. And since he is closer, that should drop him way faster, and it is. Let's go. That should be 4 bucks now, if I did my math correctly. Alright, so right up here we have the second buck that we shot. He's probably the smallest buck that we shot too, and we almost got that heart. If we were just a little bit closer, that would have been a perfect heart shot. But nonetheless, a pretty solid buck, and we should get some pretty good respawns from this if we come back later. Alright, and now we're at the third buck that we shot, which was the super wide wonky one, and look at that guy. Barely made gold, but holy, he has a flat rack and super wonky. That's honestly one of the coolest mule deer I've shot in Call of the Wild right there. What a weird deer. Alright, and we have our little guy that popped up out of nowhere, and he is actually higher scoring than the second buck. And we actually smokes this guy. See, I'm telling you guys, if you can get within 250 meters of these guys, absolutely does some damage here with the 270. Totally obliterated that muley buck. And here is the first buck, and a 244.44. Smoked that guy through the leg and into the lung. Pretty good shot and a pretty good looking mule deer. I kind of like them stickers coming off the sides. That's a real character to him right there. Alright, out there we have a max weight muley buck right there, and he's got kind of a low estimate for being a max weight. We moved a little farther north, and we're going to try and smoke this guy from a long distance, but it's going to be a long way around to pick this guy up, so that should have absolutely drilled him there, and it's looking like we did. Just a 270 at range. Again, 300 meters plus. It kind of really slows down the bullet. Alright, and here he is, and he's really not that big of a deer, and he scores 240. He's a max weight estimate, but he scored lower than the level 4 without the max weight estimate, and he was the same as a level 3. That guy was honestly as small as they get for max weight estimate. Okay, so I just come up to the last lake we were going to check for the day, and that's a level 5. I had no idea that guy was there, and I have the hawk edge bow. So, I think you already know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're going to stalk up to this guy and shoot him with the bow. Alright, so we made our way all the way around the lake, and we're starting to get really close to this guy. That doe was not in the herd, but she was a little bit further to the right of where I could see him from up on that hill. So, we should be getting relatively close to these guys. And I think, yeah, they should just be right there. We should be able to spot him like any moment. We gotta make sure that doe doesn't notice just in case she is in the herd. And yep, there he is. Holy crap, he's the one with the drop tines on the ends. Holy, that's a big deer. Like an absolutely huge deer. We're still relatively far away from them, and we've got to work our way kind of out and back so we can get the proper angle on this guy. But holy, I had no idea this guy was on my map. That is absolutely crazy. Alright, so we're right around 70-ish meters from this guy. Like right around the range. Actually, we're at 60 now, but right around the range where we can start taking a shot at this guy. I would like to try to get to maybe 40 on this guy, but I am comfortable taking a 60-yard shot on this guy. As you've seen, I took in 60-yard shots on caribou before, and the mule deer, it's just a little bit different. They're a little bit smaller model shape, and that girl is noticing us. Please don't come run me over, but they're a little bit smaller, but it's about the same basic concept. So we should be okay to take a 60-yard shot, but we're around 50, so I don't think that's going to be necessary. I think we're going to be able to get right into 40 here and pop up and shoot him with the hawk edge. But holy crap. I do have 2 diamond mule deer, but they're both the same rack. And I think they're the same fur type too, so this guy is a first, so let's pop up and shoot him right now. That should have been a smoke shot. That should have absolutely drilled him. And he just went down. Oh my gosh. Let's go. That is a monster. Holy crap. And we're lagging. Please don't crash. That's a monster mule deer down. Vital hit. Oh my gosh. That was absolutely insane. We set out here and he's on our map. What a monster. Let's pick him up. 317. Definitely not as big as I thought he was going to be, but still a huge mule deer. Probably way too far forward on that shot too. Holy. You could have aimed just a little bit further back and been okay, but what a stud of a buck. Well guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I still can't believe that we went out here and there was a level 5 diamond mule deer on our Rancho after I'd gone out and hunted a mule deer in real life in an environment pretty similar to Rancho. Just quite unbelievable that happened, and actually very crazy. But yeah, remember guys, go down, subscribe if you enjoyed the content, hit the like button, comment, hit the notification bell so you always know when I upload, join the Discord. I'd love to have you guys in there chatting it up with me, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!